Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the final episode of our Seance review here on Metabroz. I'm Moldy Potion. This is my bro, Metacracks.
Welcome back to... We already did this episode, so it's going to be Top Gun from the top. We just spent an hour reading all the cards, flavor text, investigating all the mechanics. The audio was corrupted. We even did the special Terra. And we wrapped it in a decent amount of time. So we are going to restart from the top, try to keep all the same insights and thoughts. But we need you to know we're not reading flavor text. We're going to try to get through these a little quicker because that corrupted file made us fall a little behind. Also, we got confused in uploads. You guys have a spellbook box opening coming that actually came before the booster box opening that just went out the other day. So if you hear us saying this is the first time we're opening Seance cards, that spellbook is actually the first time. Okay, with all that out of the way, shall we just jump into the cards and go as quick as we can without being radically fast auctioneer style?
Yeah, let's not do it like unpassionately fast. Let's still give people some good information here. But real quick, if you guys want more MetaZoo content, be sure to go check out Caster Society here on YouTube. They have a ton of MetaZoo content over there from ourselves and some other creators. They're really amazing. They also have MetaZoo product. If you need any Seance or any of the other sets, go check out castersociety.com. And if you want to support the content my bro and I do, we have a Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Metabroz with a Z to help support our content there.
Yeah, huge
shout out to our patrons.
all of our patrons.
We love you guys.
Thank you guys for all the support. Okay, with that, let us begin again.
Let's do it.
Top Gun from the top. We have the Talking Board. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, life points 50. It's an artifact that has fleet. 4th wall, this page costs 1 less aura to contract if at least 2 people are touching a talking board within eyesight. The power Seance fatigue this artifact. Each caster writes down 6 different letters of their choice and reveals them, starting with the caster to the left of the active caster and going clockwise. Until the end of this turn, you may contract a beastie for 1 less aura if their name only contains letters mentioned from this artifact's effect during this turn.
Yeah, so this is just a lot. In my opinion, this is a lot of words for very little effect.
For 1 less aura.
Exactly. If we take all the words away, basically it's reducing the cost of a beastie by 1 aura, but that's only if it matches only letters that are represented here. If its name is
not
made
even
up
a
of
guarantee.
only letters yet, not a guarantee.
You're spending
actually,
1.
Quite a low chance this is going to be useful.
You're spending 1 to maybe get 1 less aura, but it's only a chance. Why not just have an aura and use it?
Right.
With
Agreed.
that, this is the bottom of the Seance set in terms of the spirit cards. Everything will be better moving forward.
But hey, really cool art.
Very cool art.
And it would be cool, I guess, with the Empowering the Soul if you made it into a beastie and it had 50 LP. There you go.
Next page. The spell, the Hierophant. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 spirit. 4th wall. If you reveal a Hierophant tarot card to an opposing caster, you may contract this spell at any time. Place up to 2 beasties from each caster's respective limbo into their afterlife, or destroy a special Terra page. So obviously special Terra are becoming bigger and bigger. That in itself is a nice mechanic. And then that little bonus to control where those beasties lie between the limbo and afterlife plays into a lot of these cards moving forward in this set.
Yeah, I also like that it's an anytime. So like if somebody contracts Gassy, before Gassy even enters the arena, I could be like, hey, get rid of a couple. Yeah, get rid of a couple. Well, I guess it's only beasties, huh? Only beasties from each caster's respective limbo. So it's not going to shut down Gassy. I'm sorry. It's not going to shut down Gassy, but it is going to destroy a special Terra page, and you could move him to Afterlife so that you could use spirit effects to maybe bring him back from Afterlife, stuff like that.
Like I just said. Anyway, Ectoplasm is the next spell. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 spirit. If you control a beastie with spirit, create 2 Ectoplasm tokens, 10 LP spirit artifacts with the effect. You may fatigue this token to destroy all Ectoplasm tokens in the arena. If you do, you may contract a beastie with spirit from your Afterlife. Okay, again, these are just kind of like the slow start to the exponential spike that we'll be seeing soon.
Yep, just more Afterlife interaction, you know, so you can bring some beasties back. Spirit has needed more of that.
And you get some tokens, and all right. Next page, spell Clairvoyance, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 spirit. You may contract this page from your cemetery by placing it into your Afterlife. Reveal target caster's chapter. Now that actually plays into some cards, some pages that we've seen where you could actually affect if you knew what was in their hand. So this is this plays into, what was that card specifically?
I think there's a few, but I think the best one is the Crawfordsville monster, the cosmic alien that if opponent reveals their hand or their chapter, you get to cause target page or caster to lose 20 LP. And that does stack. So if you have a few of them in the arena, you can have 3 in a spell book. I like that this can be contracted twice. I like that it's like you get to contract it once, then it goes to your cemetery, then you can contract it again. I want more spells like that have like their own you can do me again effect. That'd be cool.
I like that too. Next page, we have the Beastie Demon, not Hot Deer.
We're calling him Hot Deer from now on.
I guess we are now. Yeah. 4 per spellbook contraction. That N looks like an H. 2 spirit is the contraction cost, 9 points 40, has the spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the forest or dusk terra is in play. 4th wall contraction effect, if you have seen a deer today or a beastie named Wendigo is in the arena, inflict target opposing beastie with scared. Okay. Arena effect, all opposing beasties with a forest terra bonus.
All other beasties.
All other beasties with a forest terra bonus have plus 10 attack damage if forest is active. Bloody Claws is the attack base damage 20. You may send a beastie from your limbo into your afterlife. Once again, that mechanic that controls where your beasties are in the limbo and afterlife. Now, the second arena effect will actually give all other beasties, including your opponents, if they happen to have forest terra bonuses, 10 bonus to their attack. So just something to consider. But yeah, he's a tricky tech deer.
Yeah, overall, I like him. He accomplishes a similar thing to Familiar. He's going to help you be able to put beasties to your limbo. He's not going to help you contract spells, but he'll raise the damage of the ghost deer and white stags. I like that it's not all other beastie deer. It's like all other beasties with a forest terra bonus. But like you said, that will include all opposing beasties. So just keep your eyes out. Yep. Yeah.
Next page, we have the Beastie Spirit, Drowned Pianist. 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 spirit, life points 25. Has the spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the river or nighttime terra is in play.
Lake or nighttime.
Thank you. 4th wall effect, if you hear and see a musical keyboard being played, this beastie deals plus 10 attack damage. Arena effect, this beastie cannot be dealt damage by water pages. Beasties cannot target this beastie with powers. This beastie cannot be damaged or destroyed by water spells. Tritones is the attack base damage 20, also with a chance to inflict scared. It says water beasties deal plus 10 attack damage until the end of the next turn when you attack with Drowned Pianist. So this is good up against like a Flood the Earth or a torrential deck. Otherwise, it's a pretty weak beastie, but if you're facing water, it has some pretty major protection, but it also gives bonus to water pages. So it's really interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. There's a lot going on. He can't be dealt damage by water beasties, not pages. You said water pages. Can't be dealt damage by water beasties. Also can't be damaged or destroyed by water spells. But that doesn't mean like water artifacts or potions could still, if they make them, could still deal damage. Just important distinctions.
Very important.
But yeah, it is interesting. This would survive a Flood the Earth because it can't be destroyed by water spells. Like you said, it would survive Torrential River. So if you played it in your own water spirit deck, it would help increase the power of your water beasties, which is cool. This is an interesting card. It's like, I didn't read it at first and go like, oh, wow, this is a kick-ass card, but it is decent. And I could see like in the right build, it doing work and being frustrating, especially if torrential becomes a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next page, we have the Beastie Demon, DC the Demon Cat, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 1 spirit, life points 25. Has the fear and spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the city terror is in play. 4th wall effect, if you are playing in Washington, D.C., this page gains fleet. Unlucky is the power, fatigue this beastie. You may activate this power at any time. If this beastie has no meow counters on it, choose the next result of an opposing caster's die roll or coin flip this turn. Place a meow counter on this beastie. Scratching pages is the attack, base damage 10. Also a chance to inflict scared. If this attack damaged a caster, that caster sends the top page of their spellbook to the afterlife. Now, I like that attack effect specifically because we have seen now some ability to take a look at what's coming for your opponent. And if you can guarantee that you're getting rid of something good, why not? I can see this being a spellbook build that basically controls what your opponent's going to be drawing or not drawing.
Oh yeah, this is a great spirit control card. I mean, it's got fear, which is going to help, and also allows you to control some of your opponent's rolls and allows you to send pages to afterlife. I like this card. My only drawback really is that it's a dark and a spirit, and I just think that sometimes that's going to be kind of difficult to contract. Like if it were a neutral and a spirit, I'd be really pumped with all these effects. Now I get it. Some of these effects are clearly dark effects, like the scared and the fear, so it makes sense.
This is the first truly multi-aura set we've We have. Don't be afraid to experiment with multi-aura.
I'm not afraid.
We have been frustratingly attempting multi-aura builds since MetaZoo started, and it hasn't been as easy as it is now. We have more options than ever.
I just think like Wingok is just better in my mind. I just like Wingok a little bit better, but I think that this is a cool beastie for sure, and will fit into like, especially like a Phantom Jogger, Ghost Train deck would be pretty cool with this.
I appreciate that we're finally having some type of like mill beastie. Imagine having 4 of these in the arena and you make them invisible and they begin to just every turn take the top 4 cards off of your opponent's library and drop them in the afterlife. So I can see this thing really messing you up if you're not careful in removing it. Next page, we have the Artifact Fetish Artifact, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, life points 10. Has a spirit trait. Arena effect, spirit beasties are dealt 10 less damage from cosmic spells. The power, could you read that for me, the power?
I believe it says Veil Golem.
Veil Golem, fatigue this artifact, target a beastie in the arena. Pay that beastie's aura cost with any aura and awaken this artifact. This artifact is now considered a beastie instead and gains the printed attacks of the targeted beastie until the end of the next turn. I love this card.
Yeah, this thing is really, really cool, man. This thing's really cool. And this is going to get used in some nasty combos. Just playing it in decks or up against decks that have really powerful beasties with really powerful attacks. I think my favorite part is it doesn't just copy the printed damage of the attack. It copies the printed attack. So you get any attack like effects Chessie associated with that. Yeah, like
if you
Chessie.
Copy Chessie, then this fetish artifact will actually have Chessie's attack and the +10 for every water page in the arena, and it will maintain its spirit.
Right. It'll still have the spirit trait. Yeah, exactly.
Very, very cool. The fact that you can have 4 of these and basically just be borrowing beasties' attacks with the text, that's amazingly powerful.
Chessie is a great example.
Yeah, now you do have to have the aura to pay to contract that, you know,
but it can be any color aura.
That's amazing.
If you just have neutrality totalities, you could pay for 4 of anything.
This is one of my favorite cards in the set so far. The Gargoyle, the Dark Gargoyle, and those 2, I'm loving it. And of course,
also shout out 3D Vegas for the awesome 3D printed version of this that he was putting out. I know he made a fetish artifact. Yeah, that dude's just crushing it.
That's cool. Shout out to Afton for making such awesome art. All right, next page. This is the best spell in the game right now. I mean, in the Seance set, in my opinion,
for sure. Yeah.
This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Evil Dead, spell, permanent possession, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost, 1 neutral, 4 spirit. Choose a beastie in the arena and take control of it until that beastie leaves the arena.
Yeah, this thing is expensive at 1 neutral, 4 spirit, but it is really, really powerful.
You not just remove a beastie. Nope. You get to take your opponent's beastie, and now it's yours.
It's not going to wake it up. So you're probably going to take it fatigued and you won't get to use it right away. Just keep that in mind. It's not like the other possession where it automatically awakens that beastie, but this is permanent. So boom, that beastie's yours. And if you have Bell Witch or Gassy out next turn, you can just cast permanent possession again and grab another beastie. Yeah, this is a really good spell. And like you said, it gets around magic proof because it's choose a beastie in the arena, just like our Alaskan Vortex, choose a beastie.
So your opponent brought out a frog? I'll just choose the frog and now I'll have a magic proof drawing charming monster on my side.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Next page, we have the spell Dark Fortune, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 spirit. Declare the name of a non-aura page, reveal target caster's chapter. If there is a page in target caster's chapter with the name you declared, send one of those pages into their respective afterlife. If not, send your chapter into your afterlife. This spell is way too dangerous to play unless you have the guarantee that it's going to succeed. And even then, it takes a couple mechanics or even cards to line up its success. So I will never play this card unless there's like a stable way to see the opponent's hand.
Yes, totally. This is too much of a gamble unless you know what one of those cards is. This gives me Mothman Prophecy flashbacks where I guessed the wrong card and then there goes my chapter. Big risk, but if you, like you said, if you already know a card that's in their hand for sure, then you can just keep saying that same card, you know, and well, they'd have to maintain that same card. You can't pick a different card. So yeah, this is a tricky gamble, man.
It's just for 3 aura. I could see it if it was cheaper because it's going to take a couple cards to make this pop off in your favor. But otherwise, I would rather spend 3 aura on so many other things. Just let him bring in a beastie and destroy it with the death beam, or let him bring it in and for 2 more aura take control of it.
But hey, shout out to Tom Hanks and Big and Zoltar, the fortune teller, because that's definitely what this is. Zoltan or whatever it is. Yeah.
Next page, we have the Demon Beastie Sackability. Sackabilly. Excuse me. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 spirit, life points 35, has the spirit and fear trait, 15 bonus to the attack if the nighttime or suburban terra is in play. 4th wall effect, if an opposing caster is younger than 13 years old, you may make this page's fear result automatically. Tails. Power, horrify, fatigue this beastie. Target awakened beastie is now inflicted with scared. It's still just the chance. You got to flip to hope that it happens. Relish their fear. Base damage 30 is the attack. Also a chance to inflict scared. This attack deals plus 10 damage for each beastie in the arena with fear. So the other day I said this was a tricky, techie card that I was really looking forward to. And after rereading it a couple times, I'm not that excited. I really love the art.
Yeah.
That's about it.
It's decent. Like
it's
really,
okay.
Really, it's another one of those cards that has a lot of different tech going on because it's multicolor. So like the fact that it has fear, gets to potentially have automatic if the opponent, sorry kids, if the opponent's young, but the gives a target awakened beastie inflicted with scared, inflicts scared on its attack, deals plus 10 damage for each beastie in the arena with fear, and then it gets up to 30 damage from the terra bonuses. You know, it's okay. It's okay. There's a lot happening here. I guess my favorite part of the card would probably be that it's just a spirit beastie who could potentially swing for up to 60 and inflict scared, you know, like,
yeah. And maybe if you
cool,
combo it with another effect where you're guaranteeing that scared pops off. So now you can virtually send your opponent's beasties back to their owner's hands. But
this
otherwise,
this ain't no chassis.
Yeah, it's a lot of chance.
Yeah.
And for 3, there are other things more powerful. Beastie
like
Demon is the next page. Hag of Detroit, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 2 spirit, life points 35. Has the fear and spirit trait, 15 bonus to the attack if the nighttime or suburban terror is in play. 4th wall, if an opposing caster is younger than 13 years old, you may inflict target opposing beastie with sleep. Now it's still just a chance. You have to flip 50-50, but sleep's a way better effect in my opinion, just because it locks down the beastie. It can't be brought back out, and when that beastie is dealt damage, it's doubled. Sleep tight is the power. Fatigue this beastie demon. Target awakened beastie is inflicted with scared. Sleep. Again, this is a 50-50 chance, but for all the reasons we just listed, I think it's a better status effect to roll the dice on. Sleep Terrors is the attack, base damage 30, also a chance to inflict scared. This attack deals plus 10 damage for each beastie in the arena with a scared indicator. Now that's my favorite part of this, because with 4 Morpheus and the ability to have 4 of these hags, you have a lot of potential to sleep beasties and then get that attack bonus.
Yeah. This is it, like what I'm talking about, where I'm just like, there's better cards at 3. In my opinion, I like Hag better. I think Hag will just do more work than Sackabilly overall. It gets the same terror bonuses, still fear, still spirit. But yes, like he said, right now, sleep is just kind of, it deals with more things. Scared is really good if you're dealing with a power up red beastie or a beastie that has some equipment on it. That can be really helpful. But sleep, more times than not, is going to be the better status effect because it potentially shuts it down for the whole game. But yeah, Hag stonks. I like the Hag. I think she's an awesome beastie demon.
Indeed. Next page, we have the Black Dog of the Hanging Hills, 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, life points 25. Has a spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack at the nighttime or forest terrors in play. 4th wall contraction effect. If a crystal ball is within eyesight, choose the result of the next coin flip or die roll this turn. I'm going to assume we're going to have crystal ball on the 4th wall list if we don't already. So. Now that makes a lot of these cards that we just looked at that much better, because now you're controlling it without having to have just an unlucky potion that you use for that. This is a beastie in addition to controlling the die roll or the coin flip. So I really like that already. Also, upon contraction, if this is the 3rd page you have contracted with Black Dog in its name this turn, target beastie is dealt 60 damage. Torturing Omens is the attack, base damage 20, a chance to inflict scared. You may place a beastie from your limbo into your afterlife. So that mechanic, again, helping you rearrange what you want where. And then that second effect is really just an added bonus. Like if he didn't have that second effect, I'd still like that card. So I am pleasantly surprised that now, just between the Black Dog of the Hanging Hills, you do have the potential to inflict an additional 120 damage if you get 3 out in one turn and then 3 out in another turn. And then you had brought up that there are other black dogs. Yeah,
there's the black dogs from the Wilderness set that I think are 5 or 6 per spell book. Same type of deal, 1 drop. They can swing for up to 50 and they have a forest terror bonus. And you start thinking about things with like White Stag, who can bring spirit beasties with a forest terror bonus back from the afterlife. This is going to send beasties to afterlife with its attack. So yeah, you can start to see the makings of a black dog deck actually being like an aggro, low-cost spirit deck that just kind of goes low and lean and swings at the opponent. I love that idea.
Just imagine letting your black dogs roll out, be killed, then having these Hanging Hill black dogs control where your beasties are with the potential to bring them back in sets of 3 and continue to deal stags. 60 damage. They die, they go back, you rearrange. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, you need the white stag for that.
White stag, I think, would be crucial, but that'd be a cool deck.
Yeah. All right, next page, we have the Possessed Aura, the second best aura in the game. Amazing. I'm so happy to have this. Very much looking forward to playing it. We need to pull them first, though.
Yes, and just so you guys know, that Possessed Aura generates 1 aura of any aura type represented by basic aura pages in the arena, and it's 2 per spellbook. You say it's the second best aura in the game. I say it's the third, but by a slim margin. The only reason I like neutrality better than Possessed, hang on, let me finish. The only reason I like it better is because it actually does speed up your aura rollout. So in the right decks, it does put you a turn, or if you have both neutralities, 2 turns ahead with your aura, which is significant. But this Possessed Aura, when you get your 2 basics out, I know at first it's not super useful. It's not useful at all in the beginning of the game.
It's totally useful.
But at first turn, it does nothing. First turn, you literally can't even generate an aura with it.
Other than first turn. Fine. You obviously look at your hand. You need 1 aura to get this started. But once the Possessed is there, it can change into any aura that's in the arena for
once you have both your aura in the arena or the opponent.
Or on your opponent's side.
Pretty much a prism aura.
Choose theirs also. So yes, I love it. I hate neutrality aura personally. I mean, hate's strong, but it's also because it is attached to a memory of it working for you, as you brought up Father Sam's after I used my Special City Terror to give you the extra aura and the neutrality in the turn. 3 Father Sam's. All right. We're moving up now. We're going to the... Did we miss any?
We've got some spirit artifacts that we can just scroll through. There are 4, I think it's 4 spirit essence artifacts here.
Spirit and flame with the medium's crystal eye. We'll make this really quick just so you can see. Oh,
spirit and earth.
Spirit
with
and
the
earth.
medium's crystal eye.
Yep. And then...
Other way.
All right.
Nope. Other direction. Yep.
I missed them?
Yep.
Where?
You're looking at them right now.
This one.
They're literally on the screen.
All right,
go to the left.
Space.
Go to the left too.
Rock Dagger, which is a cosmic NA spirit.
Yep.
Then we also have the Houdini's Hat, which is a light NA spirit.
Yep.
And we have the Reaper's Crown, which is the dark and the spirit.
Yes,
so all these artifact essences.
There's one more that you're missing. That's why it's okay. Click the blue one.
And then we have water and spirit. Same thing. You can only have 2 in the arena at a time, but they do generate 1 of each aura.
Yeah, these are the artifact essences of this set. They're all part spirit. Pretty cool.
Awesome. This guy's not a spirit, but I love him.
We have 2 spirit pages there.
Cursed Contract. So 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit. It's a spell that you may contract this page at any time, and opposing caster contracts a non-light or non-spirit spell. Replace the effect text of that spell with the effect. The caster that contracts this spell loses 75 life points. Yeah. Let's go.
Yep. This is the best card in the set, in my opinion.
Yes.
Potentially one of the best cards in the game, in my opinion.
It's a spirit counter spell that doesn't just counter a spell.
It replaces it.
Makes them lose 75 life. Now imagine having that attached to a gassy build that suddenly you're just reoccurring these counter spells and dealing 75, loss of life.
Loss of life, yeah. And also replace is different than counter. It's even better because you can replace the text of spells that can't be prevented. So you could replace Hateful Demise that says can't be prevented. Oh, no, we're not preventing it. We're just replacing it with a much shittier effect.
Flood the Earth?
You lose 75 LP. Same thing. Flood the Earth, yeah. This is an awesome card. This is so good.
So this and Permanent Possession, I think, are just game-changing. The entire set could have just been these 2 cards, and I would have been stoked.
This is so good.
Next page, we have the Spirit Storm spell. Is that a 1 per spellbook?
Yes.
Contraction cost 6 spirit. Replace all beasties without spirit in the arena with fatigued spirit tokens, 10 LP spirit beasties with a 10 damage attack and spirit. Under your control. Yeah. All replaced beasties are sent to the limbo.
So mean.
Maybe the best wipe in the game. So I don't know. I mean, Zombie Apocalypse is pretty close, but this is basically a Zombie Apocalypse for spirit. You're wiping them all out. As long as they don't have spirit, they're all gone, and you get a token with spirit and a 10 damage attack and 10 life points for every single one that was removed.
Yeah. This has got to be like the most one-sided wipe. So you play the spirit deck and then you play this spell, you destroy everything that isn't a spirit, and then you get the beasties. Just the only thing is it's not going to help in a spirit mirror match. That's not going to do anything.
You side deck it out.
Yeah.
But anyone else is going to be terrified to have that card hit.
Yeah, that is a horrifying wipe.
Okay, next we have Ghosts of the Sloths Furnaces. 6 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 spirit, 1 flame. Life points 30. Has a spirit trait. 10 bonus to the attack if the city or nighttime terror is in play. Fourth wall, arena effect. Coal is considered to be within eyesight, giving our headless coal miners those auto bonuses.
Yep.
Stoking the flames is the power. Fatigue this beastie. Contract a flame spell with an aura cost of 1 from your cemetery. So infinite fireballs. It's like a mini gassy for 1 cost flame spells.
I love it.
Burning punch is the attack. Base damage 20. Inflicts flame burn. And the potential to scare. If this attack damages a caster, the next flame spell you contract this turn that damages an opposing caster deals plus 30 damage.
Yeah.
So if you got a couple of these guys out and you can attack and get a hit to the caster with 1, and then you can recast a fireball with the power stoking the flames, that fireball is now dealing 45 damage.
55 damage.
55 damage.
Yeah, and just keep in mind, guys, if you contract a spell that has like multiple instances, like explosion, this has been ruled that it's just going to affect the first instance. So explosion deals 50 damage to one target, 10 to another.
Yeah,
it would increase just the one instance, not the other.
The idea that you could have 1, if you can get 1 to attack, and then you say you have 5 more, you can recast 5 fireballs, dealing a grand total of whatever 55 times 5 is. 300. 275.
275, yeah.
Damn it. All right. I love that page.
It's
Absolutely.
really good. Yep. I love that dude.
Next, we have the Beastie Spirit, Casey Jones, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit, 4 flame, life points 50.
Driving
Has the
that
fleet
train.
And spirit trait, 15 bonus to the attack of the nighttime or city terrors in play. Upon contraction, you may search your spellbook, limbo, cemetery, or afterlife for a page with the name Ghost Train and place it into the arena awakened.
So good.
Cannonball is the power. Fatigue this beastie, send a beastie you control to your afterlife. Target opposing caster is dealt 100 damage. Burning Rails is the attack. Base damage 650, also inflicting 3 flame. Now tell them about the Ghost Train loop that you were telling me about.
Yeah, I mentioned this in our flame episode too, but it's important that everyone understands just how crazy Casey Jones is driving that train. So you pay the 6. I know it's expensive. You pay 2 spirit, 4 flame. He comes out, but he has fleet. And before he even comes out, his contract effect allows you to go get Ghost Train from pretty much any zone, spellbook, limbo, cemetery, or afterlife. So as long as Ghost Train isn't literally in your chapter, you can get it from anywhere, place it into the arena awakened, then Casey's going to enter.
Think about that. That's free contractions. That's 2 for 1 already.
Right.
And now keep going.
And Ghost Train, by the way, is a 5-drop artifact with spirit and 100 LP that stops your own beasties from going to the afterlife. If a beastie you control is going to afterlife, it actually just goes under Ghost Train instead, and then you can fatigue Ghost Train to bring it back in the arena awakened. Okay, keep that in mind because Casey, his power allows you to send a beastie you control to your afterlife. It's just going to go under Ghost Train though, and then target opposing caster is dealt 100 damage. Now the crazy part is you can do this with Casey. You can use Cannonball and send Casey to the afterlife. He goes under Ghost Train. The opponent loses or is dealt 100 damage. Then you fatigue Ghost Train. You put Casey back in the arena awakened, and guess what? You can just use that power again, deal 100 damage to the opponent. Now he's going to go back under Ghost Train. Ghost Train's fatigued, so you can't do it again. But next turn, you're just going to bring him back out for another 100 damage.
And you did that. You did 200 damage in 1 turn when you brought out Casey and did this little loop.
And then
you're allowed to have 2 Caseys. So you could be doing potentially oh wait, Ghost Train will only fatigue once.
Yeah, Ghost Train will only fatigue once. I mean, you could do things like you could try to use the mechanics oil to get it again, but the point is you get like 100 free damage every turn with Casey and Ghost Train. And
you don't have to attack, you don't have to have spells, you just keep looping them.
And they can't touch it because Casey's out of the arena under Ghost Train, so they have to remove Spirit from the Ghost Train and then attack the Ghost Train for 100.
And exactly, he's got a nice amount of life points. You're going to get some serious damage in, if not end the game with that right there.
He's so good.
Amazing. All right, next page we have
the next part Spirit. There we go. Sentry Box.
One of the other best cards. See, this is all just getting better and better and better as we move up.
Yep.
Sentry Box Devil, 3 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 spirit, 2 dark, life points 20. Has the immortal trait, 20 bonus to the life points if the nighttime or Dust Terra is in play. Boxed Blood is the power. Fatigue this beastie. If this beastie has 0 LP, destroy another beastie you control to have this beastie recover 20 LP. Arena effect. This effect is nullified if this beastie has 0 LP. Each time another non-token beastie you control is destroyed, each opposing caster destroys a non-token beastie they control. So you see what's happening right there? You can make your opponent destroy beasties by having Boxed Blood destroy a beastie.
Well, hang on, slow down a little bit there, because it says the effect is nullified if he has 0 LP, and if he has 0 LP is the only way you're going to use the power to destroy a beastie. So if, let's say, scenario here, let's say that Sentry Box Devil is at 0 LP and I take control of your beastie with something like possession.
I'm with you, never mind.
And then I use the power.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, that won't charge the extra death, because that's just getting him back up to 20 LP.
It's like a fork in the road.
Right.
Okay, you're choosing one or the other. If you can get a hold of your opponent's beastie or just destroy one of your beasties, not using Sentry Box Devil,
right.
if he has 0 LP, he's going to be in the arena because he has Immortal, and then that opponent will have to destroy a beastie when you do. So it's kind of like you choose one or the other.
Yeah, you want to keep Sentry
at
out
0.
No, above 0.
What?
Because the double destroy effect only triggers if he has LP. This effect is nullified if this beastie has 0 LP. So you need him to have LP for the effect to work, but that's the point of Sentry Box Devil. Yeah, that's why I'm saying don't confuse it. You are not
totally
really
confused it.
In an ideal world, you are not using Sentry Devil to destroy beasties.
No, you're not.
You are using Sentry Devil as basically an enchantment off to the side. You are just trying to get to that effect, and then you are destroying beasties by other means.
I wish he had Spirit. I understand why he doesn't. This is a very tech tricky card. If you can get him out at the right time and you destroy your own beasties, then that opponent will have to destroy a beastie as well for every beastie you destroy.
But here's a nice way that you can get the 2 birds with 1 stone, because Sentry Box Devil is 3 per spell book. So let's say you have one in the arena with 0 LP who's just hanging out. Well, you bring out the second Sentry Box Devil. He's got 20 LP, which means his attacks or his effect is live. So then you possess the opponent's beastie, you eat it with your own 0 LP Sentry Box Devil. You guys see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the other Sentry Box triggers, then they have to kill another beastie.
I would have just said in the beginning, when you have 2 of these, everything is awesome.
Yeah.
So Sulfur
other
Shadows
ways to kill. Other ways to kill.
The attack, base damage 0. Sorry to talk over you there, dude.
You're fine.
Flame 1 is inflicted.
Burn
4th
1.
wall. Jeez. If a real Sentry Box is within eyesight, so that's not going to be an effect that actually happens as attack deals plus 100 damage. There are no real...
Yeah, unless you're in a pseudo environment where they've included Sentry Box, in which case this dude will be crazy.
But otherwise, don't rely on it. Just look at the effects above, get 2 in the arena, and you'll be all set.
Or even have 1 in the arena, and then just when your opponent attacks, if you block with anything, like a familiar, and he's still got the 20 LP, you can just force them. Yeah, it's a very tech card. It takes practice, but this thing is nasty.
And just keep in mind, they got to destroy a non-token to have that, make them destroy. Beastie Vehicle, Chas Gallery, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit, 3 dark, life points 100. Has the flying and magic unblockable. God. 40 bonus to the attack if the nighttime terror is in play, 20 bonus to the life points if the fog terror is in play. 4th wall, if a real wooden canoe, it's not really going to be on the
Most
4th wall.
Not.
You may contract this beastie from your limbo, cemetery, or afterlife into the arena awaken.
That would be crazy though.
And then everyone will have that chance in a pseudo environment. So don't bank on that.
Right.
Devil's Bargain is the power. Fatigue this beastie vehicle. Lose 60 LP to remove a trait of your choice on all opposing beasties until the end of your next turn.
That's crazy. Oh, they all lose first strike.
Wow.
Oh, they all lose flight.
Oh, they all lose Magiproof. Oh, they all lose burrowed, although they would not be unburrowed if they were burrowed, so keep that in mind.
And it's until the end of your next turn, so this turn you take away the trait.
That's amazing.
They have their turn, comes back to you, you get to act on it.
This is like first anniversary, but just on your opponent's side.
Exactly.
Wild Hunt is the attack, base damage 60. Whenever this attack destroys a beastie, destroy all beasties in the arena that share the same name or are named Snipe. So this is a play set killer. Be careful. When this thing comes out, if it destroys a Kets, then all the Kets die. If it destroys a Dingbell, all the Dingbells die. If it destroys a lightning token, all lightning tokens die. You just got to be really careful because
everything
one means all.
If it kills a Gumbaroo, all the Gumbies die. Like this is just an incredibly powerful card right here.
It is.
And at only costing 5, you can definitely get this thing out. Yeah.
All right. The next spirit page is the Wingok. So this is 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 1 spirit, life points 10, has the flying and spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the full moon or nighttime terror is in play. Arena effect, if an opposing beastie with a sleep indicator is targeted or damaged by an attack from a beastie bloodsucker, do not remove sleep indicators or resolve attacks from that opposing beastie.
Pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Midnight Fangs of the attack, base damage 10, also a chance to inflict sleep. The coin flip for sleep on this attack is automatically heads. So that's a guarantee, actually. Beastie Bloodsuckers deal +10 attack damage until the end of this turn. This is an amazing card.
Yeah.
This pairs very well with the Hag and Morpheus, right into the spirit builds. It's awesome. I love it. And it might be my favorite art in Seance. I just love the Eye Butterfly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Afton.
This card is really good, but a couple people, I don't want to say a couple, there's a bunch of people who misunderstand sometimes how this is going to work when there's sleep on an attack. So if Wingok swings into, like if my Wingok swings into your beastie, Wingok is going to put that beastie to sleep, but your beastie's still going to hit back. So in most cases, Wingok is going to be a suicide mission where it's flying in, just putting the beastie to sleep. Yeah. But if Wingok has the Bloodsucker tribe, if you can somehow give Wingok the Bloodsucker tribe, what this card is saying is that sleeping beasties can be damaged by attacks or targeted with attacks, and it's not going to remove the sleep indicators. Not only that, they won't resolve their own attacks, so you'll be able to safely attack them. So just a fun little hack here. If you want to keep your Wingoks alive,
give them Bloodsucker somehow.
You can put Bloodstained. It's a spell. You can equip it to them, and then they're going to gain Bloodsucker, and you could attack freely, put things to sleep, and they won't hit back. I'm not saying that's the deck, but I'm just saying just so you understand how it works. Pretty cool. I can definitely see Wingok being just bonus Morpheuses. Just more ways to put things to sleep.
Absolutely. Great. Spirit and flying, making it that much harder to get to. Sure, it only has 10. It's easily removed, but there's just even more chances to Morpheus.
And like you said, and then the Hag will just beat him down because the Hag gets the bonus damage.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. All right. Next, we have the Beastie Demon, Walking Sam. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, 2 spirit, life point 60, has the fear and spirit trait. I am going to zoom in here for this one. Arena. This beastie cannot be affected by dark or cosmic spells. This beastie loses 10 LP when a beastie you control from Marionette Master is damaged or destroyed. When this beastie resolves an attack, create a puppet token 20 LP spirit beastie with a 20 damage attack. Marionette Master, fatigue this beastie, take control of target beastie or token until this beastie leaves the arena. If you control 12 puppet tokens, you win the game. Sewn from skin is the attack, base damage 10, and a chance to inflict scared.
So good. This card is one of my favorite cards in the set. Might be my favorite beastie in the set. It's like between this and the Gargoyle for me, because the fact that this guy gives you permanent control of a beastie or a token. That token doesn't have to be a beastie. You could steal an effigy token or something, but he gives you control for as long as Walking Sam is in the arena. I mean, that right there is pretty incredible because he's not able to be targeted by dark spells or cosmic spells. He's actually can't even be affected by them. And then Spirit and the 60 LP, he's just going to be difficult to remove. But keep in mind, the power that gives you control of a beastie does not give you the puppet token. When they're talking about if you control 12 puppet tokens, you win the game, those puppet tokens are generated by his attack. So you would have to attack with him 12 times to generate those tokens before you're going to win the game.
Where does it say he's generated by the attack?
It's actually in his arena effect. I'm choking here. While this beastie, when this beastie resolves an attack, create a puppet token. 20 LP spirit beastie with a 20 damage attack.
Just above. I read it, didn't click, but I appreciate you.
So I misunderstood that. I thought, I have to take control of 12 things and then I win. No, you have to attack 12 times with him, which is much harder to do.
Absolutely. But hey, it's just another added bonus. Be careful.
Right.
You know? Beastie Spirit, Lady of the Lake, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 water, 2 spirit, life points 45, has the spirit trait, 20 bonus to the attack if the lake or nighttime terror is in play. 4th wall, effect. If you are not wearing a pink dress, this beastie loses spirit. If this beastie is damaged by a water page, this effect is removed until the end of this turn. So definitely wear a pink dress if you're going to play Lady of the Lake.
It's time to bust out the pink dress.
Oh, yeah. Drowning Accident is the power. Fatigue this beastie. You may activate this power at any time. Fatigue target beastie and inflict it with Scared. Again, it's a 50-50 flip to see if it takes place.
But it's an anytime.
But it is,
Well, hang on. What do you mean it's a 50-50 to see if it takes place?
When that beastie attacks that has Scared, you got to flip a coin to see if it does anything.
Yes, that's important to note. It's going to inflict the Scared. The beastie's going to be scared, and then the opponent's going to flip when that beastie fatigues next.
Yeah, when I say chance to inflict Scared, I just mean you're flipping. Just a little reminder.
Yeah, the opponent is.
Drawing Breath is the attack, base damage 40. Also, I'll just say inflicting Scared. Do you guys know what inflicting Scared is? I just started doing that recently. Bookmark 1. So that's amazing. Every single time you attack with this, you get to bookmark 1. Plus, it's got this weird ability to activate this power at any time. So
fatigue target beastie.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing for me, you mentioned earlier in the show, is scaring a power-up-redded beastie. So at any time they attach power-up-red, they're about to attack, you got this lady pretty much safe. She has spirit, and you fatigue her, use her power, and hope that you'll win that flip. and have power up red just fizzle because the beastie goes back to the opponent's hand.
And here's a fun little way to think of it too. Like this card, it's so good, guys. It's so good. So that power can be used at any time. So if my opponent does contract power up red, before power up red enters the arena, I go, oh, they're targeting this beastie with power up red. Well, I'm going to activate her power because it can be activated at any time, and I'm going to fatigue that beastie. So cool, they're putting power up red on it. Well, it's fatigued now, and it's inflicted with scared, which means next time when it tries to attack, 50-50 chance it's going to bounce.
You know what? This is so much like Gideon, like you've mentioned that before.
Similar to Gideon's Lawkeepers and MTG.
Forget about the scared thing. Just the fact that you can fatigue this beastie and make it fatigue another beastie at any time is amazing.
Yeah, but you're just going to have to be smart with priority with when you do it. You're going to have to wait until they awaken their pages for that turn, because if you do it at the start of turn, they're just going to awaken all their pages that turn. But you have to let them take their first action too.
So they may, most likely, if they're on it, they will attack with their most advantageous beastie. So you won't be able to stop that. Right. But right after that first attack, or if they forget for some reason and they like cast a spell like Bookmark, bang, right there, then you can lock down the most, or at least second most dangerous beastie by fatiguing it.
And then she swings for up to 80 too. And she gives you a bookmark with her attack. Like, dude, I'm putting on the dress.
Yeah, she only costs 3.
Yeah, this is a good card.
All right, our final and most wonderful, Edgar Casey. A beastie humanoid spirit, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 spirit, life points 50. Arena effect, whenever this beastie is inflicted with sleep, add a trance counter to it instead. This beastie has spirit if it has a trance counter. Astral projection is the power. Fatigue this beastie. You may only activate this power while this beastie has a trance counter on it. Place a beastie in your afterlife into your chapter and remove all trance counters from this beastie. So if you get a trance counter, you get to get a beastie back in your hand.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Hypnosis is the attack, base damage 50, also inflicting sleep, or at least a chance to, and combat after this attack resolves. There's no hitting back Edgar Casey.
Nope. That right there, that end combat after this attack resolves is my favorite part of the page.
Yeah, forget everything. Just give me a card that costs 3 that hits for 50 that nothing will attack back.
And
then you give me the bonuses. Yeah, dude. This is an amazing card.
I got, like, when I first read this card, I got a little bummed because I didn't want to have to waste like my Morpheus on Edgar Casey to give him a trance counter. But I'm only doing that if I want to give him Spirit, which is advantageous, and also if I want to bring a beastie back from my afterlife, which also can be advantageous in the right situations. But what is always going to be good, no matter what the situation, is the 50 damage attack that ends combat and inflicts sleep.
What's better than First Strike? The only one that strikes.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's too good. All right. That ends all of the spirit cards from Seance. We are now going to scroll down to the special Terra from the bottom right, and we'll come back up, and then you've seen it all, guys. So thanks for hanging out with us this far. Went too far?
Yeah, those are the tokens, and then we get into the special Terra right here.
Right there.
Yep. Hang on, there's one before this.
So our first special Terra is City of Spirits, which obviously is a City Special Terra page. At the start of each turn after start of turn steps, the active caster may pay 2 of any aura to create a ghoul token, 25 LP beastie with a 25 damage attack, with a base aura type equal to 1 of the auras paid. So that's for you and your opponent. You'll both be able to generate little tokens if you'd like to.
Yeah, I love this.
Me too.
Keep in mind, you have to wait till after the start of turn steps, so you can't do it before you awaken all your aura pages.
Yeah, you have to use
the aura.
But still,
it's awesome, especially in decks that go heavy on spells and don't make beasties. You know, being able to generate beasties each turn and pick
something
the type
that you want to sacrifice, like if you want to line up the Sentry box, devil or whatever, and have things to sacrifice. Here you go.
And with Prism Aura, you could always pick the weakness. Oh, it's a fire beastie. Well, I'm going to generate a water aura. And now it's a water beastie.
Bro, that's a great idea. That I didn't even think of.
Yeah, so good.
Bond Adventure Cemetery is a special suburban Terra.
2 per spellbook, as they all are.
Arena effect. At the start of each turn, the active caster may lose 50 LP to create a bone token, 25 LP dark artifact. With the effect, you may declare this artifact as a defender. If any caster controls more than 4 bone tokens, destroy bone tokens until they control 4. So I'm not as crazy about this card. It's cool. I get it. It gives you some blockers. You might be able to do something with sacrificing or attaching power up red, but you're losing 50 LP to only block 25, and when you get 4, they all go away. So It's cool. What would you say about this?
Yeah, same. I think it's cool, but you would need to have a use for Suburban already in your deck to use this. And then it's like potential bonus beasties who
For a
can be
specific
blockers,
use
but they're not
case.
beasties. That's the thing.
No,
they're artifacts.
They're not attacking, so they're not getting power
Yeah.
breaded. Sorry, and you're not sacrificing them or destroying them. So rewind. I don't like this as much.
It's. I wouldn't say it's as good as City of Spirits,
No way.
but maybe if they make some more artifact like interactions with Dark, then I'll get more excited
Yeah,
about
maybe
it.
if we got to destroy artifacts, and that gives us 4 to destroy.
Yeah.
Pumpkin Town is the special farm Terra. This Terra page occupies 2 Terra slots. In the arena, this Terra also brings Beastie Terra bonuses for Nighttime and Swamp. So up
Yeah.
to 3
Triple
Terra
Terra.
bonuses in one. I absolutely love that.
Oh, we got one more down there. Vile Vapors.
Oh, yeah. Like some of the best art in the entire game
So
right now.
good.
So this special Fog Terra arena effect, beasties with spirit may attack opposing beasties with spirit.
I love it. You line up
Me
your spirit
too.
deck so you're in the advantage, and then when you know you can kill all the opposing spirits, you just
Vile
drop
Vapors.
it, boom, swing in. Yeah,
Awesome.
pretty cool.
Self-explanatory. Totally badass. We did the...
Now we got Christmas Eve.
All right. Christmas Eve, Dusk, 2 per spellbook, obviously, as they all are. Special Terra, 4th Wall arena effect. It is considered the month of December while this Terra page is in the arena. All casters may fulfill the 4th Wall effects of all pages from a Christmas set.
I love
Perfect.
that. I love it so much. They did this with the Halloween. We'll see too. Being able to make it a different month with a Terra is going to be killer.
Special Swamp Terra,
Witch's
4th
Cabin.
Wall arena. Once per turn, if the active caster controls a beastie witch or a beastie with witch or witches in their name, they may cackle maniacally to contract a dark artifact with an aura cost of 1 or higher from their cemetery.
It's interesting that it's an artifact with cost 1 or higher.
what's the
I
best
didn't notice
use case
that
for that?
before. I don't know. I think like they want you to use it with broom. I think that's the most obvious use is recycling your broom.
Okay.
You could use it with the Reaper's Scythe as well.
Yeah.
But it's 1 or more. So if they ever bring out any like really expensive,
Big.
crazy, like Phyrexian dark artifacts, like being able to bring it back with Witch's Cabin is going to be cool.
dope. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Our next.
Cutest ground terror. Just go back to that real quick. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
Cement worm.
Love them. Love Cement Worm.
Harvest
all right.
Moon. Okay, yeah.
Did I miss one?
Yeah, go back one to the right. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, the Full Moon Special Terra. Once per turn, when a beastie with Bloodsucker destroys an opposing beastie, the controller of that beastie removes spirit from target beastie until the end of this turn. Awesome.
Yep. Again,
It's
just
just-
ways
yeah.
to deal with all the power they gave to Spirit. They're
Yep,
trying
just
to give us balancing cards.
Yeah, just mechanically stacking that power advantage back.
Scroll back. Trick or Treat Town. Yeah.
All right, so this is the exact same as the Christmas Terra. It is making the month Halloween. Nighttime Special Terra Arena Effect. It is considered the month of October. While this Terra page is in the arena, all casters may fulfill the 4th Wall effects of all pages from a Halloween set.
Lily, love the art. And this effect is so good, guys, because I think that October probably has the best effects of the holidays, like being able to use that new All Hallows Eve card and take all beasties from all limbos and cemeteries and reanimate
It's
them.
amazing.
This is so good.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we just did it, guys.
Oh
that was
my
the set.
goodness. We did it in about 5 minutes less than we did it last time. So maybe we should have read the flavor texts. But guys, if you made it this far, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you need some more MetaZoo content, check out Caster Society here on YouTube. Link in the description below. And they also have bundles in case you haven't grabbed your Seance cards yet.
Absolutely. Also, if you want to support our content, once again, we do have a Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/metabroz with a Z. We would absolutely love you for it. And we're going to have our final merch giveaway coming up in the next day or two for our patrons. Guys, thank you so much. We are transitioning to that new player model. So I'm looking forward to playing more with you guys on TTS. But anyway, that's it for today. We love you. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back soon with another episode of
Metabroz. Later, guys.
Later.
Now it's time to rise.